Hi everybody, this is Konstantin Weinfeld. I'm back on YouTube and this is a new harmonica lesson on a tune called Softly as in a Morning Sunrise. It was written in 1928 by Sigmund Hammerstein and it's in the key of C minor. Within the tune there's someone complaining about an old lost love, and the beginning and the end of the love is being compared with the sunrise and the sunset. So it's a pretty sad tune, and yeah, the blues really fits to the song too.
It's in the
Key of C minor, and we'll be playing it on the B flat harmonica in third position. And the blues scale is probably something you're already familiar with, playing in third position. So let's just get back to that. So the blues scale in C is pretty easy to play in the middle octave of the B flat harmonica. The notes are C, E flat, F, F sharp, G, and B flat. So that's 4-hole draw, 5-hole draw, 6-hole blow, 6-hole halftone bend, 6-hole draw, 7-hole blow, and 8-hole draw. Getting back to the root. We can also play it in the low octave, but that's a little harder because it includes some bends. So that's 1-hole draw, 2-hole whole tone bend, 2-hole draw, then the 3 1.5 tone bend, 3-hole whole tone bend, 4-hole blow, and then we are back on C. So that's definitely a scale that fits very nicely over the tune. But later in the lesson I would like to get to the harmonic minor scale, which adds another flavor. But first of all, let's start out with the melody. This is me playing the melody really quickly. Maybe I'll just play it without any accompaniment here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the melody, and it's in A-A-B-A form. We're starting out on 4-hole draw, going down to 3-hole whole tone bend, always switching between 2-hole draw and 3-hole whole tone bend afterwards. After that we're playing the same rhythmic motif again, but with other notes. We're starting out again on 4-hole draw, but this time we're jumping down not to the 5th, but rather to the flat 3rd, which is 2-hole whole tone bend. Switching between 2-hole blow and 2-hole whole tone bend there. Then we're jumping to the 5th, 3-hole whole tone bend, down to the root note. And that's the very scalar ending phrase of the A section. Starting out on 2-hole draw, playing 3-hole whole tone bend, 2-hole draw again, 2-hole whole tone bend, 2-hole blow, back to the root. So that's the whole A section. Leading into the B section, we are playing an ascending phrase in quarter note triplets. So we're only using the notes of the C minor scale here. We ended the A section on 1-hole draw, and now we're playing. So the target note of the phrase is 4-hole blow, which is B flat. That's the 5th of E flat, and the B section of the tune is actually played and written in the key of E flat major. So we are also playing the root note right after that, which is 2-hole whole tone bend. So you can think of the B section as 12th position, with the 2-hole whole tone bend as a root note. Then we're switching between 4-hole blow and 4-hole draw. Playing the same rhythmic motif, but we're jumping down to 2-hole half tone bend, which is an E. And that's the third of the C7 chord being played at that time. Four-hole draw, 2-hole draw after that. Switching between 4-hole draw and 5-hole blow in the end of the B section. So this is the whole B section again. So in the middle of the B section you can actually play that little ascending phrase in quarter note triplets again. So we landed on the E, on the C7 chord. And that little phrase can lead up to 4-hole draw, which is C again. That's 2-hole half tone bend, 2-hole draw, 3-hole whole tone bend, 3-hole half tone bend, 4-hole blow and 4-hole draw. Okay, so that's the whole tune. We are repeating the A section, and now we can look a little bit into the improvisation aspect of it. So, as mentioned before, I would suggest the harmonic minor scale as a new flavor to improvise over this tune. And I already played the blues scale for you, but this is the harmonic minor scale. So it includes a major 7th, which is 4-hole half tone bend. And if you want to play it in the middle octave, you have to play the 7-hole overdraw to get that major 7th. So within that scale you can also find the G major triad, which is very frequently played in this tune, and that's a great possibility to just play the arpeggio over that chord too. My suggestion for the improvisation would be to use both the blues scale and the harmonic minor scale and try to accent the important notes of each of the scales. So the most characteristic note for the blues scale is of course the flat 5. That's something you can really highlight. Another note that really differs the harmonic minor scale from the blues scale is the 4-hole half tone bend, the major 7th. So you can highlight that one as a contrast. And also the 3-hole half tone bend, which is the flat 6th. That's 3-hole half tone bend in the lower octave and 6-hole overblow in the upper octave. And that could be a concept for the whole improvisation, just switching between the two scales and maybe merge them in the end and play phrases that include both of the scales and all the characteristic notes. Another note that I forgot to mention is just the second. which is part of the harmonic minor scale, and that's 2-hole blow, 5-hole blow, or 8-hole blow. That's the D. So that phrase was rhythmically very free, but I included all the characteristic notes of the harmonic minor scale and the blues scale. So that's why it was so interesting. And you should definitely just start out playing with one scale over the whole tune, only using the blues scale, only using the harmonic minor scale. But you can slowly just use both and yeah, combine them in the end. That's the big goal. And it just builds up a lot of tension, which is important for the solo. So I hope you enjoyed this little lesson. I will just go forward and play my version of the melody here again with a backing track. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Go down to the comments below. Drop me a line there. Let me know if you're interested in private harmonica lessons via Skype. You can just write me an email for that. And I would be glad to see you soon. Bye.